but the judge is dirty too.
Right.
So you're just gonna end up in a place where you're gonna say everything's gonna work out. Because the knowledge is there, but ultimately you're still gonna be found, it's gonna be found against you because it's too big for them to let you get away with this, because then everyone's gonna get away with it, and then their system falls. And
Just like the more that went to
I'm just putting that out there.
Thank you.
Not to say that, yeah, go ahead.
we went to one of these stores or whatever, right? Food store. And he told them, you know, non-obligated to tax, here's a nationality card or whatever like that, you know, going through the drive-through. And they're like, you know, it's gonna be a little bit, so, you know, just park up, we'll bring the stuff out. He's like, you know, forget it, I'm gonna just come in or whatever. So he goes into the spot to go pay.
Yeah.
And they were like, don't worry about it.
Not paying.
Don't worry about paying. We saw your card.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left with the food
Yeah.
without paying. Right? So he went to them for non-obligation of tax and got the food for free.
Or the whole food for free.
All the food for free. Right? Again, back to what Omar was saying, that, you know, this thing is too big. What we're dealing with, as far as more science, history, law, and all that stuff, this is too big for these people to acknowledge like that. Because as soon as they acknowledge, it's over for them.
Not
It's
only
zero
that,
for them.
not only that, the last thing you have to understand that a lot of the law that they base their stuff on is called case law. So once you create a case that changes so-called the fraud, then everything is based on that. So you will never more than likely get a decision to that unless it's time for them to give up the jig. So what you will get them is them, as Cujo says, giving you the food. But they're never going to give you a piece of paper that says you're a Moor, you get your taxes off.
Because we know that what they just gave him for free, at the end of the night, probably is going in the dumpster. Right? So, but we're just showing you on a low level. If on a low level, that can happen on a low level, then what's going to happen when people start putting on their nationality cards, they want to buy a house? Or they walk into a dealership, put on their nationality card, sorry, I don't pay tax or whatever like that, you know what I mean, I'm a national of this land. And that individual who's receiving the nationality card knows about modern money mechanics and everything's paid for.
Oh, and then just even to step even a further level, remember, you're not even dealing with money.
So
You're
that
dealing with fiat. And you want to start arguing with them about that nonsense, you're then just condoning the fraud. Really what the game is to step beyond that. Now, of course, we're not at that level, but that's why I'm trying to tell you it's layered. Instant they even got you talking about dollar bills, it's over for you. In that sense. But that's what I'm trying to tell you more, is that it's about getting your mindset above it, right? Yes, that stuff we have in our pocket is something to something right now, relative to what we're dealing with, but it really isn't relative to what it is, because it's really your energy that creates it all, right? So then if you're in there arguing about some stuff, yeah, they may even let you get away with some stuff. But what I would tell you, you know, it's sort of like, you know, I would say, I use another example, it's sort of like we're building a house, and you want to know how to sort of build the bathroom, or how to make the bathroom, and I'm saying here, learn how to build the house. Learn how to do the whole thing rather than just one segment of it, because that's much more important. So I'm just wanting to
and then Moore would say, you know what, forget this, I'm going to go, because you guys don't know what you're talking about, because those Moors over there, they say bathrooms have to get built first or whatever like that.
Right.
And then you go out there, you build a bathroom, and, you know, everybody just sees it as an outhouse. Which, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. It has a purpose that it's serving or whatever like that, but there's supposed to be a house around that. Not just supposed to be, you know what I mean, a bathroom just in the middle of some lot. Just a toilet and that's it. You know what I mean? Right?
And then the last thing, which is what Cujo had made reference to before, but I think is most important, anytime they're gonna let you get away with something like that, they're gonna be getting you to probably sign off on something, putting your energy on something. So, and that is where, yet again, they're gonna be using your energy, i.e. your signing off on something to really condone and really be accepting of it. Oh, you want the money off for that? Fine, just sign here. You'll sign there, but really what you've then done is,
You go into something else?
no, what you've then done is you've, what is it again? You've condoned, not, what's the word I'm looking, you've validated the fraud.
Right.
By signing off on that, what you've really done is sign that you're accepting the fact that it is a fraud. And that's what I'm talking to you about, how it becomes layered. Because remember, then again, it's not money. Because once money isn't backed by gold or silver, then it's nothing. But if you sign off that, okay, you're telling me the tax is off, I just gotta sign here, then you're really doing that. Of course, if you reserve your rights, then that's fine. But if you're doing that in your natural name, then you're really, that's the next level that you're really getting to. Which is you're really signing off as a person who should know better, you're signing off that you don't care, you're just taking the fraud. Now, if you do it in your straw name, or that fraudulent name, then that's something different, right? Because that's their stuff. But what we're saying is, the level, when you start getting to this level, it's really about walking in as much purity as you can, right?
Because the aspect of keeping things pristine.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, because remember you were talking to me about validating, remember, brother, you were talking to me when we were in the ride down, talking to me about
Yeah.
validating, or what was it, validating accepting the birth certificate? You were talking about, you used the term about, what was it, what they do with the birth certificate? Authenticating the birth certificate. Once you do that, what you've then done is you've then told them that the fraud that we all know is a fraud, that you're signing off on.
Yeah.
And then what that is, that's the extra level that they come at you at.
Right, so conceptually, people's mentality is go there, use the whatever process and authenticate the birth certificate, right? Make that instrument a real instrument. Make that something legitimate that you can use wherever, right? What really should be authenticated is who created the birth certificate, not the birth certificate. Because when they created it, they didn't authenticate it. Like when they said, okay, we have a birth certificate here, right? They didn't authenticate it and then give it to you.
And more importantly, what they did was they told mom that you were signing this off to create something. Mom thought that she was creating sort of a record of your birth, but really what she was doing is she was creating the certificate behind the bond that they then used to then assign the debt to. So that's where it was a fraudulent to begin with, because it wasn't a contract to begin with. But mom signed off of it. You then are sort of backing that up every time you walk around and they say, hey, you've got your birth certificate. You're then authenticating every time that that's who you are. So then when you actually at a level of so-called being like a mature person, not a minor, you then sign off it in a mature way, then you've really said to them, this is legit. When really the argument is, this isn't legit at all, and I'm telling you it's not legit. And I'm telling you that you're not even legit for telling me that. Right? So that's really the layering to it, right? That's why I'm trying to let you know that you've got to come at all of this from that perspective. And I think that that's how it will save you. All that stuff you can get off, all that stuff they're not going to let you get off, because that's what the slavery is. The slavery is the bureaucratic slavery that they're telling you that you think you've got money when it's not money, it's really your energy. And cars and houses are the big ticket items that they use to enslave you. Right? You know they're not enslaving you in a pair of shoes. You sign up on a house, you're looking at $600,000. You're looking at 10, 15 years of your life.
That they got you.
That they got you. Right? Or a car. A car note's another huge one, eh? Huge one that they use. So I'm just letting you know to be very careful for yourself stepping forward, that you're always wanting to come at it from that perspective. Because I think when the SHIT hits the fan, you're going to be looking at the guys, and we know them, both of you two up there, guys who are authenticating that birth certificate and pretending as if that's the way. They'll be coming for those guys first, eh? Just to let you know that.
When the go down goes down.
Those guys were the ones who knew better and then signed off on it for so-called money, but it wasn't money. Remember that, that's the crazy part of it too. If someone's handing you some gold, we can talk about some stuff.
And that, and also too, that concept comes out of people not recognizing their own stuff, needing somebody else to validate for them all the time. And then whoever's validating for them is actually criminals that they're using as the individuals to authenticate or validate, or, oh, well, if they say, it's like when people got caught up with the whole thing about the mayors issuing the proclamations about the Moors, right? And then they're going into, you know, oh, look, see, the Moors are recognized, and you know what? They're colored. It's no different than the resolutions. It's only an acknowledgement. It's only so Moors can say to Negro, black, colored people, well, your mayor of whatever put out a proclamation for the Moors in 2011. How are you going to say that it's not recognized when your mayor did it? It's not our mayor. Mayor has nothing to do with us as Moors. And we want nothing to do with them. But we do know that they've been around long enough to know who the Moors are.
And one of the other things that you can see this as being is the fact that what you have to understand is behind the scenes, some real SHIT is going on, but they're not admitting to you. Because all of us know this, that we should be able to go home tonight and hear on the 6 o'clock news, the Moors are here, time to take your land back. That ain't happening. So what you realize is all of this stuff that you see here, even all these declarations to your right here, from your left here on the wall here, all of those right there, all those things are all declarations from all the mayors. They're signing off because people's heads are gonna start rolling if they don't do that.
They don't.
And what the issue is, though, is that there's still a consortium of people that are keeping this fraud alive. Because remember, you're sending their children to schools and stuff like that. But the end is coming. People are going to start dying. For real.
Start?
Well, that's right. It has happened. But what's happened is, remember too, the Creator also is very compassionate. So He's giving us all time. Giving us time.
Can't say that you weren't given the time to learn the truth about your nationality and birthright that we were supposed to know since 1913. I'm going to put this out there once again. Brother Yashua L. sent us an email telling the Moors to hit up their local libraries. His, as he calls her, his OG, his mother, works at a library. And word on the street is that they are getting rid of everything in reference departments in libraries. Like they're getting rid of everything that they have in the reference department in these libraries because everything is going digital. So if you want to get these books, encyclopedias, dictionaries, whatever else, hit up the library. Ask them if they're getting rid of any books from their reference department. And the pictures that the brother sent, he's got books stacked like that. That's how, and he got them all for free. Yeah. He's in, where is he at? I don't know what jurisdiction he's in. He's not here though.
Oh, okay.
I know he's not here. But, you know what I mean? So some of the stuff that he got was Dictionary of American History, McGraw-Hill Encyclopedia of Science and Technology, all the volumes, 1 to 20, whatever. Oxford Companion to United States History, and just other stuff, books in plastic, books that ain't even open yet, books that still look new, all types of books, like all types of books, all right?